5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to day 2 of National Podcast Post Month here on the Odd Dad Out podcast. I am Adam Higgins, the Odd Dad Out. Thank you for joining me. So, it is day 2. It is Friday. And it is currently just shy of 4 o'clock. Because, again, every day. So, it's been kind of interesting. I got some feedback yesterday, and it was actually more a case of people saying, hey, if you're doing guests, I'm down to be a guest. You know, we can work something out, which is kind of cool because that's, again, I want to do something different this year. And so look forward to, I don't see any reason why it wouldn't happen, but Derek from Sometimes Geek and Rolling Misadventures and Paul from Varmints Podcast showing up somewhere here in the next month. So for today, you know, I have little updatey stuff, fun jazz and whatnot. So I kind of pulled the trigger, you could say, yesterday. Or really, technically, it was at about 4 o'clock this morning. Because when I got home, you know, peek behind the curtain, I recently just got paid off a editing job. And money's sitting there, you know, I was like, you know, I've said before, a lot of what I want to do with the editing work is to help fund my growth as a voice actor and pay for, you know, upgrading my equipment and training and coaching and things like that. And so one of the first things I need to do, like I said, I need to upgrade my equipment. And I've been using the same tiny little Behringer mixer for the last few years. And it still works. It does a good job. But it's not as good as I need it to be. And so I decided, you know what? I'm going to start looking into upgrading my mixer, or maybe just changing for a different like audio interface or something like that, to connect the mics to my computer to do all of this jazz. And as luck would have it, while I was sitting at work, kind of taking a breather during the night, I came across a YouTube video from our friendly neighborhood gear junkie and review master, Bandrew Scott from the Podcastage channel. And he was reviewing the Behringer UMC 204 HD, I believe is the exact one he had. And I had been looking at a ton of different things. And, you know, I realized, yes, I'm getting very nerdy and gear junkie here. But again, 30 days I got to fill. But I started looking at this review because when you start looking at equipment, you start hearing the same things over and over and over and over again. Everybody's talking about the same equipment. And lately, when it comes to interfaces, everybody says, oh, you should get the Scarlett. Get the Scarlett 2i2. Get the 2i2. Get the 2i2. And I always say the 2. And I don't, you know, most of the time you don't need the 2 because it's 2 inputs. Now, I don't need the 2 either. But especially because I'm not doing mom and dad cuss anymore, so I don't need the other input. But theoretically, it'd be beneficial to have. Anyway, I look it up and I'm like, his review is like basically very positive. I'm like, hey, because I was torn between 2 other boxes at this point. One was $100. The other was $150. The Scarlett is about $150. And I'm like, because I need to replace, you know, I need the new interface. I need new microphones. And it's entirely because of trying to get into voice acting that I need these upgraded things just because of the nature of that work. I need cleaner signal, stuff like that. And there goes my phone because I didn't mute it. because the boys' school likes to text us and then email us and then call us to tell us to check our email. But anyway, so everything is saying, look at these particular things, but they're expensive. And I was like, well, shit, I'm going to have to throw down the money for it. It's just, the quality, I need to have the quality. So I'm like, I'm fighting spending the money because I don't want to throw that much money down right now. But I know I need to. It's an upgrade that I've needed to make for a while. And then I see this review. I'm like, this is the thing I've been looking for. This is an interface that was basically everything, and all the reviews and all of the comments and everybody that was commenting on it saying they have it were saying, yes, this is as good. This is comparable to the Scarlett. Maybe not on paper because they apparently don't provide the direct documentation for all of the things to say, oh, on paper it's like whatever. But everybody that had it was commenting, was saying, oh, it's just as good. I wish I'd had this before. I wish I had bought this one before I spent $150 on the Scarlett, because it does everything I need. And I was like, perfect. And hey, it's not that I'm a brand loyalist, but when I like a thing, I like a thing. And the fact that I already use a Behringer mixer and, oh, it's a Behringer interface, and it's basically a nice little upgrade from what I'm using. So, hey, and everyone's saying it's really good. And, oh, it costs half as much. It's only about $70. Shit, yeah. And it got glowing reviews. I'm like, fuck, this is what I need. So I went ahead and pulled the trigger, and at 4 a.m, I ordered it. And because, yay, Amazon Prime, I got free same day shipping. So I'm actually sitting here today waiting on this little box to come in, which I should be using tomorrow. I may or may not, because tomorrow I may or may not be in studio doing this little blurb, but I will have this by the end of the weekend, and it will be, my fun little magic box for working. But it's going to be interesting because I've never worked with just an audio interface like that before. But I'm excited because podcasters are nerds and get excited about things like this. So I'm hoping it'll improve my sound, mostly. That it'll take away some of the background noise and some of the buzz and some of the things that my current mixer, just being lower on the scale, little issues that I have to work around. So yay, I'm upgrading. I'm moving on up. Yeah. I don't know the rest of the song because that show was off the air before I was born. Anyway. But I think that's going to do it. I've nerded to you enough. Like I said, it's going to be whatever the hell is going on, because it's every day. It's going to be every day. It's what is going on. This is the most you're getting from me, like every day. You get all of my thoughts, the thoughts that don't escape my head between shows. Now you're going to get them. Congratulations. But preview for tomorrow's show. Tomorrow, we are going to the Phoenix Pagan Pride Festival, and hopefully I will be meeting the hosts from the Millennial Pagan podcast there, who are going to be doing some stuff. And it's just going to be a fun day of fun witchy stuff and learning, and there's going to be just lots of fun things for us to do and learn and experience. And so maybe I'll do something before we go. Maybe I think I'll probably save it till after and say, hey, here's all the fun stuff we did and the kids had fun. Whatever. I don't know. But expect that for tomorrow. But until then, you can catch all the shows. Remember, these are not going onto the website other than on the main player on the homepage at oddadoutpodcast.com. Everything else is just going into the Facebook pages. So remember to follow Odd Dad Out on Facebook and Twitter, and join the Twisted World of the Odd Dad Out Facebook group to get all of these episodes, or just subscribe to the show. You can do that again at odddadaoutpodcast.com. And if you want to be on one of these little blurby things that I'm doing because I'm a nut, hit me up. Again, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, wherever. Show at odddadaoutpodcast.com. Let me know what you want to do. If you want to be on the show, I will work out some scheduling. We'll figure out some fun stuff. And until tomorrow, thank you and have a nice day.